what an incredible weekend it was in college, in the NFL, in baseball. So every single Monday, we like to look back at a little something we like to call the Weekend Rewind. All right, DG, I want to start with you because on a weekend in college football, when there were a ton of big upsets in the top 10, there's one that may have got lost a little bit. And it's a pretty cool story. Where are you going today?
Yeah, we're going to start off with the Alex Mortonson. And if you recognize the last name, he is the son of the late, great Chris Mortensen of ESPN. And he would be smiling down at Alex, who is the UAB coach now, after we saw the coach get fired there. But he gets his first win as the interim head coach, taking on a University of Memphis team that was undefeated. They had bigger plans. They actually had their starting quarterback before he went out in that game. But now, in a short week, Alex Mortensen takes a team with a backup quarterback and takes down Memphis. And it was a big win. And I know that his dad would be proud, but realistically, it's a stat that kind of stuck out to me. He is the first coach who is in his first career game to take on 22 Memphis in the largest upset of plus 23 and a half in his first career win. It was beautiful. And I think that Alex Mortensen, there's good things on the horizon for him.
Wow, they were 23.5-point dogs and they beat Memphis. The week before I watched UAB, they couldn't move the ball at all. And a little ironic, Trent Dilfer, who I also worked with at ESPN with Chris Mortensen, he was the former coach. So there's a lot of ESPN going on at UAB. What a great story. So congratulations to Alex Mortensen. All right, let's stay in college football. Zeno, I'm going to come over to you. A lot of ranked teams that just are losing every single week. Your take?
That the AP rankings don't mean squat. I don't know why we even still do this fruitless exercise every week, but we do. This is no disrespect to certain teams, but Georgia Tech is not the seventh best team in the country. They're a great story. They're amazing. There is a lot of fun, and they got a shot to win the ACC. They're not the seventh best team in the country. They get rolled by Miami. They would get beaten by Ole Miss. They'd get beaten probably by Notre Dame. They would get beaten by Texas Tech. That's okay to say, but we do this exercise every year where we start to count these things as if they matter. When the college football playoff rankings come out on November 4th, that's the first time it actually matters. But even at that, we still got 4 weeks of football left after that. So the point is there's so much left to be decided. Don't get enamored by a zero in the L column. When it's all said and done, we may only have one team that stays undefeated by the time we have the final college football playoff rankings that are out there. The AP stuff, well, it's cute and it's fun. It's really a waste of time.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Ohio State clearly is the number one team in the country. We may see for the first time a team with 3 losses make it to the playoffs this year. Who knows? Zeno, great take. All right, Raphael, big guy. As I look down at my notes, I did not think that week 7 on my bingo card, we'd be talking about Danny Dimes and Jonathan Taylor. What do you got?
I just keep on being impressed by the Indianapolis Colts week after week. And I know they played an easy schedule until yesterday when they went on the road and won easily on the road, up 23-3 on the road. And Danny Dimes just threw it all over the place. Jonathan Taylor looks impressive week after week. I'm just so impressed. They're averaging 33 points a game so far this year. That is amazing. Danny Dimes, 10 touchdowns, only 3 INTs. This team is for real. Grab all your AFC championship tickets, Super Bowl tickets. You know, Jones was 100-1 to win the MVP. He's 22-1. You know who has a 75-1 ticket? This guy.
That guy. Oh, maybe we need to let you borrow Big Tommy's thumb. All right. Great take there, Raphael. All right, I'm going to go to baseball for my weekend rewind. And guys, I hope everybody understands what we're watching in real time. I'm going to throw a stat out you or a number that's going to blow you away. If you stayed up and watched the Dodgers, or should I say Shohei, beat by himself the Brewers over the weekend, it was the best performance in the history of the postseason. 3 solo home runs, 10 plus strikeouts. First time's ever happened in the same game. But here's the number that's going to blow your mind. When they paid him $700 million, everybody said, oh, it's a stupid contract. They'll never get their money back on the back end. Nobody's ever done that on a 10-year deal. Guess what? They've already made their over $700 million back in the first 3 years since signing Shohei. In marketing deals, in merchandise, in everything. They came out and said it. So the rest of this contract, it's gravy money. They've already made it back. That's how great and marketable Shohei is, not only here in the United States, they went around the world. Now that 700 mil, boys, it doesn't look so stupid anymore, does it? I didn't think so. Oh, DG, you think it still does?
I think in baseball, what is money? In all honesty, because they can just spend whatever money they want. And so, yes, I don't disagree at all. And that's why you have big, or deep pocket owners, and you can get a Shohei, and that is awesome.
Yeah. All right. Gentlemen, great takes today on Weekend Rewind.